what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Slopcast with Mike and Joel. I'm Joel.
I'm Mike. Rayo.
What's up,
Joe.
Everybody?
Cop.
And there have definitely been other Slopcasts before, but none sloppier than this right over here, Mike, the human fanny pack.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
If you don't like what we're talking about, you could just gander at this right over here.
You know those little tubes at theme parks that you had to use and they provide it for you when you go down water slides? I never needed one.
But everybody thought you had one because just like those tubes, like uncleaned, filled with food from the last guy. You know what I mean? Just a mess. But we're all a mess here at Slopcast. We were supposed to have better microphones, but I fucked up.
And I had to lecture him, and it felt good.
And it felt really bad because you ever had a guy that was the biggest up that you knew go through rehab, and now he's got his shit more together than you do? It's not a good feeling.
I didn't go through rehab.
Well, whatever you call it.
Probation.
Probation, that's right. Speaking of which, you just got off of the meeting with your probation officer for the last time?
No, he said he has to see me again because I have to fly out again. But he was like, this is bullshit. And he was like, you really changed your life. I bet all those programs worked. I was like, no, they didn't. They were a waste of time. And then they were like, he was like, you paid all your fines though, you did everything. I was like, I want to get this over with. I was like, people got to understand, like, rehab, all that other shit is just a scam, so you can pay for them and then you can go straight back. You know, it's
yours is a weird case because sometimes rehab works. Like in your case, like most comedians probably should do rehab if they have a problem, right? Yeah. Like your solution was do more comedy, and usually that makes your life worse when you're an addict, right? But for you, it worked out perfectly.
I didn't think it was gonna work though. I really thought that I was gonna be like, man, this is gonna suck. Everything sucks though. I still get. It's just like the nervous feeling sucks. It gets I remember I used to just get so drunk that I didn't really care that I was nervous, or I didn't really know that I was nervous. But now it's just like. I now know what anxiety feels like. There's certain times when I see like 500 people in front of me, and I was like, in middle of my set, even if I'm doing good, I am about to faint.
Really? Like that? You never get used to just seeing, like, do you see everybody when you're up there, or is it just?
There's sometimes I do, and it freaks me out, but I have to. But like sometimes I just like. When I was in the San Jose Improv, they had the coolest thing because they had this clock that just winded down. So I was just talking to the clock the whole time. You know what I mean? You didn't really see the whole crowd or anything. Yeah. I was just talking to the clock and then seeing like, oh, this is 15, 20 minutes of stuff. But the reaction and everything, because think about people get distracted with the crowd, and I think that's what people said. Because you look at one part of the crowd, and then if you see that one part of people that not laughing, you think nobody is.
Yeah, that's what like I always look for the one. With my comedy, usually a woman is the person in the front row. Be like, I don't like what he's saying, and that always with me.
Oh, I was at the distillery on Saturday,
the
Canoa show or something. I did that with him. Martha went up before me, the woman comedian that I love. She went up before me, and then they looked at her as pissed off. She was saying these dark ass jokes, and then they're just sitting there with their arms crossed, and all I focused was on trying to get them to laugh, and I got them, and it was hilarious. But I was I didn't really pay attention to everybody else. It was kind of cool though. Yeah.
Yeah, what's funny is whenever I see a couple at a comedy show, most of the time the woman just does not even want to be there. That's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to crack most of the time. Because it's never the woman's idea. Let's do comedy tonight. That's never.
Yeah, I honestly think. How do you have sex after a comedy show, though? Have you ever went to a comedy show with your girl and had made the love?
Well, it's different because I'm a comedian and my girlfriend is insane.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
But Well, also like a comedy show just like takes it out of you. Like actually, I remember something I would talk about today. I watched the Tom Brady roast on Netflix. Did you watch that?
Oh yeah, that was long.
Yeah, like I like everybody was funny on it. Some people that were even I didn't expect to be funny, like Drew Bledsoe,
Yeah.
right? But like the whole thing was three. It was run like the worst bringer comedy show
In the
you've
world.
ever been to. Like if somebody came to you and was like, we got this great comedy show. It's going to be 20 comedians, and the host does 5 to 10 minutes in between every comedian. That's what it was.
You know what else what it was?
Yeah.
There was a comedy show like that at Maui Pro Arts.
Yeah.
They were telling me about that. They had the open mic first, and then the comedy show afterwards.
Oh my God.
So they brought up 20 comedians. It lasted 3 hours and 22 minutes. And there's nothing to do in Maui, and people stayed. I was like, no.
I gotta give it to Kevin Hart for that one. Like I actually wasn't particularly a fan of Kevin Hart, and that roast turned it for me because like to keep that level of energy through the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Like if I host an open mic after 10 people, I want to fucking shoot myself.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Like, I mean, because everybody was good though at that roast. It's like, imagine having just the open mic. That's like that's like going through the ringer of like hosting the open mic.
And it had the same kind of like lineup of different kinds. Like they're all A-list celebrities, but then like just like any open mic, there are people that got up there that are super fucked up. Don't like Gronk.
Yeah.
Gronk up there is like, this is the weirdo at every open mic.
Yeah,
It's just too
yeah,
fucked
yeah,
up. It
yeah.
used to be you. You used to be the Gronk.
It was a millionaire open mic. That's what it was. It was an open mic millionaires, and then they just hired professionals to write for them. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't have jokes? We got somebody for you.
Yeah, we got Tony Hinchcliffe to write everything for you.
Everything for you. He got paid to write the Snoop Dogg roast, like most of the roasts.
Yeah,
they paid.
you could hear that it was his jokes, even though a lot of them were saying it. But the football players, the delivery was actually really good. I was surprised.
I mean, yeah, they probably.
I thought Bledsoe did great.
Yeah, they probably.
Honestly,
I wonder how much they got paid out for that.
they didn't get paid shit. The team, they're just there to. I mean, maybe they did get paid, but I
Yeah,
don't think
hell
so.
yeah, it's a performance.
For the football players, though, you think they get paid?
Hell
for that?
yeah! Hell fucking yeah! That's how. When you retire from football, do you think you get residual income? Do you think you get royalties for every highlight you play? No, no. You have to do shit.
I bet Bledsoe did get paid shit.
Hell yeah, he did.
I bet he didn't get paid shit. I
Get
bet
the
like
fuck outta
nobody's heard of you in 20.
That's why he's
goddamn
doing a roast, and
years.
that's
Yes.
why they're paying him. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think he just did it. I think he's just like, just get me on this fucking thing. You know what I
Fuck
mean?
no, he got paid. All those motherfuckers got paid. That was the highest watched fucking Netflix anything in a fucking while. That was the highest gross watched thing on Netflix. Those motherfuckers got paid, but I don't know how much, but I will find out. But
You know what I thought? This is also, I thought was kind of crazy because I'd never really heard. Now, Randy Moss used to play for the Raiders. Right?
Yeah.
Were you a fan of Randy back then?
I was a fan when he was a Vikings fan. I was never.
When he was a
Raiders
Viking?
fan.
Now when he's a Raiders?
Yeah, I didn't like the Raiders.
You did. You heard it here first, folks. Mike Rayo from Vallejo, not a Raiders fan. So,
I didn't like it.
yeah, good luck back in the Bay.
Raiders fans, the women smoke cigarettes.
they fucking chew dip was what they did and swallow it. You know what I mean? But like I never heard Randy Moss talk before,
Oh yeah, he's
and it was crazy to hear Tom Brady and Randy Moss talking because Tom Brady tries really hard to sound like a black guy, like
Oh,
really hard,
Hell yeah.
right? And Randy Moss sounds like the whitest redneck I've ever heard. If
Hell
I didn't
yes.
know it was Randy Moss, I'm like, what the hell is this
Sound like
shit?
Boomhauer from King
Yeah.
Hill.
Like completely unironic too. He's not putting on a thing. He's just like, yeah, well, I'm gonna sit on a plank and fish, and like, what the fuck is this happening here?
If you close your eyes, you wouldn't even know.
I had no idea he talked like that.
You know what else was very excruciating for me for 3 hours
What's that?
that I couldn't even go past was the Terrence Howard podcast with Joe Rogan.
Oh my goodness! Like to research it, I fell asleep to the podcast last night, and my fucking brain is scrambled. I don't know what words mean anymore. That whole thing, it was like freaking. He's like listening to a DMT trip.
I just don't understand now. Most podcasters are like that. I think if that's entertainment, I want no part of it. All right. All right, I don't know if it's lies. I don't know if it's true. First of all,
I say embrace it. I just say some crazy fucking bullshit.
yeah, but no, the first 40 seconds he fucking recited the beginning scene of "Look Who's Talking." All right, I was in my mama's womb, and I was
Yeah,
like,
man, I was not prepared. Like Terrence Howard is the final boss of fucking conspiracy theory nuts.
you know what?
My God.
Honestly, I don't think. I think we just got the tip of the iceberg. I think we got Cat Williams and Terrence Howard. Watch, in about 4 to 5 months, Joe Rogan is going to do a podcast with Flavor Flav. And
Oh,
Flavor
well,
Flav is going to be the most intelligent, or sound like the most intelligent motherfucker alive. He's going to talk about how when's the stock exchange is going to crash. He's going to talk about doomsday.
Yep. It's like I figured all of this out. Like my first memory was of a sperm
Yeah.
just swimming through my dad's balls. I'm up in here and I'm like thinking of geometry while I'm swimming through it. I was like, holy shit, Terrence. God damn. The guy was talking about how he reinvented geometry.
Yeah, the table, and then
Yeah.
he was talking about putting two hoses
Yeah.
together, and I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna
It was also the first time, like, I'm used to Joe Rogan doesn't do a lot of interrupting, right? But like he had nothing to say
at all,
Yeah.
at all, at all.
It was like Terrence Howard was like talking to his dog. Like Joe Rogan was just like,
Yeah, but the fucked up part was, it's like, this is why I don't believe it. It's like, you say all this shit, especially with the Cat Williams thing. Like, when I saw the Cat Williams podcast with him and Joe Rogan, I was like, am I even a person? Am I even alive? Or am I just a molecule? And then I see Cat Williams' special on Netflix, and he's just going off reaction videos of online shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
is this all an act? I'm like, it's just, I don't really get it.
I've heard from a bunch of people that Terrence Howard has always been this way, though, which is great because like when you see him on TV and in the movies and things he's been in, he's a great actor because he can act
Yeah.
like a regular person. Like, how does he even read his lines? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but on top of that, I don't know. It's just, yeah,
everything that guy said, like, I'm trying to think back to, like, he's saying he could rebuild Saturn.
why the fuck are you acting then? Why is that your profession if
Rebuild
you're fucking
Saturn
acting?
without gravity. It's just like, there's so much fucking to unpack in that one sentence. Did he explain why Saturn needed to be rebuilt?
I fucking, why? I don't know. I gave up. I honestly gave up, dude. I honestly fucking gave up. It's just, why are you acting?
Was he talking about the planet, or was he
Yeah.
talking about a car?
Yeah. Why are you acting? It's just, I don't get it. It's just, that's
Man, though, like that whole thing, it ruined conspiracy theories for me too. Like, I can't just, no run-of-the-mill Jewish space laser conspiracies don't do it for me anymore. I need straight out, like, I'm reinventing the periodic table and shit.
If I ever make it, I don't want. I was scared to have a conversation. I'm too dumb for you. I can't fucking do this. Fuck. I watch South Park, man. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm a simple guy.
Yeah, I'm just.
You know what I felt like? You ever gotten caught at a bar or at a party with like a guy in shrooms like that? He just won't let you leave. He won't let you exit the conversation.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, somebody was telling me about GameStop and shit, and I was like, it's a fucking game place that they give you a shit exchange if you trade in your game. How the fuck is that stock market going to boom? And then he just kept on going. I was like, oh, why the fuck did I ask this guy that question? And I'm just sitting there. I was like, why am I talking to you? And then you walk away, and then he follows you, and it's like, is this guy on Adderall? I don't know. I don't know.
I want to see a podcast with Terrence Howard and Kanye, and just see who can out crazy the other one.
I think Kanye will win.
I don't think he does.
I want to see Terrence Howard and Cat Williams. I think they'll just stare, and then an aura will just form between them. It'll be like, you ever seen Power Rangers?
Oh no,
Zordon. This would be a man talking. They just form a fucking person.
Yeah, they need the Captain Planet of crazy crazy black entertainers.
Yeah. Oh god.
It's like with your powers combined, and Kanye's like the Jews. It's like fucking periodic tables.
I mean, the only person I'd always believe is Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I'm starting to wonder now. Like, is he just the biggest conspiracy? Like, he just sound like he's just making shit up the entire time.
Nah, man, he just sounds so believable. He just sounds so believable because he's not playing a pimp in a movie with Ludacris and talking about molecules and shit. 20 years later, you know what I mean? He's Neil deGrasse Tyson, man.
I believe what he says.
I believe what he says because he's not fucking acting. He's not making, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just.
But then I just hear dudes exaggerating too. Like, one thing I noticed that both Terrence and Cat Williams did, they have a way of like making what they say sound more important by talking real slow.
Yeah.
And then they like smack their lips like this before every time they go. So what I'm trying to say is geometry isn't real. Because the earth is curved, so there are no straight lines, Joe Rogan. I'm like, dude, fucking take a drink of water. You got fucking.
Yeah, I've just sounded convinced as soon as he said that.
Yeah.
That was.
It's like, bro, you got that fucking cracked cotton mouth going. Take a sip, man.
That was good. The other podcasts I see that wildly entertain me, but it does annoy me, is like all the Steve-O podcasts.
Oh yeah, that's like that annoys me because like Steve-O, I don't know what is it like. I can't put my finger on what like annoys me about it.
Dude, he had Birdman from Cash Money on his podcast. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you guys know each other? I gotta watch
sure.
this.
I guess so.
Yeah. I was like, the last time Birdman had an interview, it was like 30 seconds, and he said, "You better put respect on my name." And then he walked out, but he could talk to some guy that got his dick ripped off. I was like,
because he put respect on his name. That's all he wants.
Respect is earned.
That's
And he earned that respect. He earned that respect.
Good for Steve-O though, because like he made his entire career off of hurting himself, and he didn't really have to the entire time.
I mean,
people are willing to listen to what he says. Yeah.
Jackass used to be the shit. Did you ever used to do that when you were?
Do Jackass shit? No. Well, wait. Let me think about that. Not to that fucking. Did you?
I had a cousin that used to do it, and I used to just fucking watch. And it was fucking. This guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Because I'm not gonna say his fucking name, but I got kicked out of my stepdad's house, so I had to live with them and shit. And he was like a couple years older than me, and I was like in the 9th, 10th grade. And he dropped out of high school, and he just stayed at home. And he just started doing weird shit, like not shower for 3 days or not sleep for 3 days. Probably on meth, but I don't know. And he would just do Jackass. He was probably on meth. I just realized that too. I just thought about that. He didn't sleep for 3 days, and he would just go to like jump off shits on parks and then fucking crash his fucking
Was
skateboard.
he filming it the whole time, or was he just too Jackass?
Yeah. He was filming it. He was filming all that shit. I want to see the fucking the footage. It's old ass footage. It's like from 2002 or 2003. But I want to see this shit. And yeah, he's
If you think about it, like all the methods here are just doing jackass for. They're just not recording it. They're just like I just do stunts for fun.
Yeah, man, fuck. I mean, I enjoy. Sometimes I enjoy watching the meth heads do fucking weird shit.
Well, I drive Uber. Well, I used to. I don't do that much anymore. But like, man, the shit I've seen, like, they do not give a single fuck about getting hit by a car. That's the first thing.
Oh yeah, that. They think they're gonna get a insurance off of it or something like.
I don't know what they think is gonna happen. Like there've been a couple methods over here that like push shopping carts right into oncoming traffic.
That's hilarious.
And shit. It's not fucking hilarious.
I don't have a car, so that's hilarious. Yeah. That's. Ooh. Imagine calling your insurance company and then trying to explain that to them that.
like I'm sorry, we don't cover chronic. Like, you're gonna have to upgrade your policy.
See, yeah. That's actually $40 a month for. You just called in. Was he on meth? Like, I don't know. Then that's not covered. That's not. Has to be on meth. Sorry.
As you know, Hawaii does not. Just like Florida doesn't cover floods.
Yeah.
Hawaii doesn't cover meth-related insurance adjustments.
Some insurance companies, like I heard in the South, it's called Act of God. Act of God insurance.
Yeah,
that's like. Like my friend Eddie he was like in Kentucky. He was trying to get insurance, and then he was telling me this. He was like, yeah, we got Act of God insurance, and she was like, he was like, what the fuck is that? He was like, well, you know, if a deer drives on the road, and you got to go ahead and hit that deer. But if you turn away and then hit a tree and don't hit that deer, we can't cover it. So you got to go ahead and hit that deer. I was like, what the fuck?
Interestingly, that's a scene right out of the movie Hereditary. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
No?
I don't even know what that word
means. Do you want me to ruin the movie for you?
I don't even know what that word means, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it's a horror movie, and one of the big scenes is a deer comes out in the middle of the road, and it's a young boy, a teenage boy, and his young sister, and his sister's got her head out the window, and he swerves to avoid the deer, and he runs into a tree, and then her head's just rolling. Fuck it. Yeah, that's what happens in the movie.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. And
so Act of God, not covered by insurance. Is what we know about that now.
How does that mean hereditary?
You hit the deer. You always hit the deer.
You always hit the deer. Yeah, it's true.
What's like all insurance is kind of a scam though. I mean, like there's definitely insurance you need, but like life insurance is the biggest fucking scam I think there is. Like, think about it. Like, I watch a lot of true crime with my girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
If there were no life insurance, there would be no life insurance murders.
I think you picked that up on the last podcast.
Did I? No, I didn't.
No, I don't think so. Yeah,
Take two. If there were no life insurance, there'd be no life insurance murders. Like, literally, the only thing life insurance has accomplished is created a new way to murder people.
Yeah, it's either old white ladies or fucking sons that kill their moms.
Yeah, it's almost always that, or your immigrant wife, or
it has to be the immigrant wife.
It's always for life insurance.
Soon as you Americanize them, you think it's all good getting an immigrant. See, you bring them over here and fucking this is my property, and then they get friends and just fucking kill you.
Yeah. That's literally the game that life insurance is playing. It's like I'm gonna get insurance on my life, which is stupid because everybody dies, right?
Uh-huh.
But if you commit suicide or get murdered, they get everything. So they want you to get murdered. That's the best thing for life insurance companies. They don't have to pay out jack.
Yeah. Because it stops there.
Yeah.
Not 85 years old.
Yeah, there needs to be like a life insurance there needs to be murder insurance. If you get a big life insurance policy, you need to get a murder insurance policy somehow on top of that. There needs to be that.
God damn. That's amazing.
Right.
That's awesome.
But what else has been going on? Talking about great stuff. Let's talk about a crazy crazy black entertainers. Let's talk about a crazy white football player, real quick. The kicker for the Chiefs.
That's freedom of speech.
Yeah, it is. I'll agree. It's definitely freedom of speech. You know, if you're want to tell women to get back into the kitchen, I guess.
But at the same time, he was like, you know what? Kickers don't get paid this much. I'm gonna say some shit and watch. I'm gonna blow up. That's exactly.
I mean, that's true. It's like it's kind of playing the smart game here. He his jersey. What's his name? Butker.
Yeah, Harrison
Right?
Butker.
Harrison Butker. It's the highest selling jersey right now, which is fucking insane. Because like, when the fuck did everybody suddenly care about what the kicker has to say about any fucking thing? I don't care what football players have to say about stuff like that, but the kicker.
And you have like the kicker and punter are like the most pussiest position.
Yeah.
And you're saying women need to be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
His wife beats the shit out of him every night, and he's just venting.
Sure.
He's just venting. He's just fucking venting to everybody. I'm tired of this.
Like, what the fuck? And on top of that, like, now, like, fucking these MAGA people are going around wearing a kicker's jersey. Nice. That's what, like, I think at the end of the day, what MAGA people are that, though. I think that's why they were so relatable, because like really what MAGA people are, they're like they're the kids that got bullied. You know what I mean? But they still thought they're part of the cool kids. You know how like every cool kid group, there's one kid that the group just relentlessly bullies.
Yeah.
That's Harrison Butker right there.
That used to be me for a long time. Still, but that was. I guess
he's like, I'm the weakest link, but I'm still one of you guys. Like, shut the fuck up and kick.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
I remember even like some of the most famous kickers in the NFL, like even when they've like broken records, people still make fun of them.
You know who? Harrison Butker and got shit on this one kicker. And I'll tell you, Sebastian Janikowski.
Okay.
That motherfucker. Yeah. I remember when he played for Oakland Raiders and I was like 22 years old. He was at a fucking nightclub and he had bottle service. He had bitches everywhere. And I was like, who the fuck is that? And it was like all the Raiders was with him, but he had like two bitches sitting on his lap, fucking pounding a fucking bottle of Ciroc when that shit was big. And I was like, who the fuck is that? And he was like, that's Sebastian Janikowski. And I was like, is that the kicker for the Raiders? And I was like, you know what? That is a MAGA person. You know what? You are fucking right.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like, and of course, like, the kickers gotta, like, floss the most, right? Flex the most, because they have that inferiority complex. Like, could he even afford to have that kind of bottle service as a kicker? Like, even the best kicker, I remember, like, and I'm sure it's changed, but, like in the early 2000s, even the best kicker didn't even make $1 million a year in the NFL.
No. That's why running backs have to speak in colleges now. They don't make shit now. Their span is about 3 to 4 years. Yeah. Then they get cut, never get traded, franchise tag. You guys got to speak up about these bitches.
I hope his wife kicks his ass. It was like, fucking that shit you said, I'm going to break your fucking leg. Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just do it on camera, too.
You know, it used to be that they never even interviewed the kickers because half of them couldn't even speak English because they were like El Salvadorian soccer players. Yeah. And shit. Like, they didn't even talk to them. Yeah.
Oh,
what a world we live in. The most popular jersey is a kicker. This is what you've become, America.
Fuck. Like, honestly though, if you're a quarterback, you're fucked. You can't say that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? The team gets rid of you. He kicks really good field goals.
Does he? How
we
good? Like,
still
is he
need
even
him.
rated in any sort of way? Like,
I don't know, man. I played Madden. He does all right. It's
was he integral to at any point in the Super Bowl anyway?
fuck that. uh,
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so you're Niners fan. See, I didn't know this about you.
right, yeah, this is things that
You know?
we have to.
Vallejo, Niners fan.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, the prestige
You know?
group. You know what I mean?
Think he was better.
Yeah. We eat garlic fries. Raider fans eat hot dogs. Ew.
Fucking Raiders fans fucking pound Mad Dog toy. They don't even eat before they get in there.
Dude, fuck. I went to a Raiders game before, and that was fucking. It was a Raiders and Niners game, and I didn't even wear a fucking Niners outfit because I was like, I'm gonna get the shit beat out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm fucking good. But and I seen people get their ass whooped with Niners fucking gear on, and left and right. It was the Oakland Colosseum. It was let me tell you something about the Oakland Colosseum. I used to live by there. I used to live like fucking. I used to live with my cousin Xavier, and he lived by the BART station, and he lived like 2 blocks away from the BART station. And on the other side is the Coliseum. You just go through that little tunnel thing, and the little overpass thing, and fuck, we would get free Raider tickets because they would suck. You know what I mean? And I would just go there, and then they'd play the 49ers one day, and it was when, I guess, Derek Carr beat Colin Kaepernick, so they were just like 10 times happier that the fact that they beat the Niners, and they were just beating the shit out of Niners left and right.
Yep.
The Oakland Coliseum is a horrible Coliseum too, because you would see people pissing on the stands. I seen somebody piss on a Niner player. He was waiting on the line for the bathroom. This guy was on the other stand. The bathroom line's right here. Yeah. The stands are up here. This guy pulls his dick out and pisses right down on the Niner fan. And that was the funniest shit in the world.
As a Niner fan myself, I kind of respect it.
It was funny. It was like that old, you know that little sticker they used to put in back of cars, that little kid peeing on things? It was exactly like that, real life form. It was awesome.
Yeah, I've always liked Raiders fans better. Honestly, they're just more like. See, that's the thing. Like you're a Niners. It's like you have you're a Niners fan with a Raiders fan body. You should just embrace.
That's true. That is true.
You know what I mean?
That is true. Like the Oakland Coliseum is the only place. Like weed wasn't legal when I went there. When I went to that game, everybody was smoking weed in the stands. Nobody gave a fuck. The security was like somebody from fucking security was like. They didn't pay them shit, and nothing was maintained, so they didn't really give a fuck if people were fighting on the stands unless somebody died. You know what I mean? Like, it was awesome. I
remember like a Raiders fan traveled all the way. It wasn't just Niners, by the way. The Raiders, they went all the way down to San Diego just to stab some fucking Chargers fans.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. I heard about that too. The Oakland Coliseum too. Also with that. They still had the old school ballpark pisser.
Yeah. Oh God.
You know?
No, I know.
Yeah.
Like, it always made me wonder, like, why do they treat men like animals at the stadium bath? Like, do women like have a fucking giant trough that they all squat around? Like, why?
That'd be kind of cool. I never asked about the women's bathroom. Yeah. That'd be kind of cool.
Why do we have to piss on ice? And I feel the most bad for, like, there's always, like, dads with kids in there, and the kids have to, like, go and stand in front of this trough full of, like, fucking grown man dicks on both sides of them.
Oh, yeah, God. There's always one guy looking. It's weird. It's just...
I mean, you know, San Francisco.
One guy looking. Yeah, it's fucking weird. A's games were cool. Fucking, yeah, you just smoke weed there. You didn't even watch the A's game. I seen a couple fuck in the bathroom. That was weird. That was, yeah.
But, you know, like, it's good. Like, it's funny because, like, in any other like timeline, I think you were like born to be a Raiders fan or like a juggalo. Things actually worked out really well for you in this way. You know what I mean? Like, you got like you're the perfect juggalo right here, born Vallejo.
There's no juggalos in Vallejo.
Yes, there are.
No, they're fucking not.
Yes,
I
there
lived there
are.
my whole life. We didn't know what the fuck that was. We were like,
Maybe I'm thinking more Central California.
yeah, that's all
Okay,
Central
okay.
California, Sacramento people. It was like every time there was a new kid that came from like Fresno or Sacramento, or like fucking, we thought
Whoop, whoop.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you? Like they had like bleach tipped hair and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this animal? What trailer park did you roll out of? Like Jesus Christ! Like there's like it's no, it's like all the white people in Vallejo, like all they do is listen to Mac Dre and Andre Nicotina.
Yeah.
That's it. And then they do like white people shit in like a urban setting. Like they'll swing donuts in their car for hours, and then it's just like fucking.
Sacramento has a very special kind of white trash.
Oh
over
yeah.
there it's like the. I remember the X Games motorbike type, like that kind of white trash.
Oh
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like where Papa Roach still plays.
Oh, yeah. The bleach tipped hair. the not even the bleach, the gel tipped hair.
Yeah, spiked bleach.
Yeah, the
all the way out.
Oh God, I was like, whoa.
Like fucking Cottonmouth Kings.
This guy's God. I don't even know who that is, but I know who that is.
You don't know who Cottonmouth Kings were? Come on, you like that was like a Northern California thing. It was these white rock rappers in the early 2000s.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Let's see what this.
Like remember like what you're saying. Remember when like being an edgy white rapper type person meant like bleaching your hair and like freaking putting your cap on backwards.
Oh
up
fuck!
like
These
that.
fucking losers.
Yeah, those fucking losers. Yeah, exactly.
Oh God. Oh. Oh yeah, you're right.
every like I do some people from Petaluma back then. They were like that's their jam right over there.
Santa Rosa,
ICP,
Petaluma, ICP,
Cottonmouth Kings,
fucking DC shoes,
Lords of Acid. Like just like when I went to college, I hung out with like just trash white people.
Yeah, like when I worked in Sacramento, because I lived out there for a couple months, people would ask me about like dumb shit like that. Oh, you don't listen to ICP and stuff? You look like somebody that does. I was like, no,
because you do.
No, motherfucker.
You look like today's like you look like the ICP dad that like dresses up all that shit and then goes to work. You know what I mean? Like you put the glasses on and look respectable, but then you're thinking about the gathering of the juggalos the whole time. You know what I mean? You're thinking of like the Miss Juggalette. You're like.
Like PTSD.
Yeah, you're like your wife is like vying for Miss Juggalette of the year. You know what I mean? You bring your kids.
I never hung out with. I have, but like not where I'm from. Like at like different places. Like I remember we were hanging out with some bitches in Reno, and they were juggalos. They were talking about they used to take bath in Fuego, that fucking that fruit drink.
Fuego,
yeah. I was like, you bitches are weird. I was like, God damn. They were like, it was weird though. Like, weird.
Were they huge?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Even ICP, like they're still popular today, which is actually like good on them, honestly. Like that they're like because they were a joke for so long, right?
Weren't they supposed to?
They got into a beef with Eminem.
Yeah, but didn't the FBI like claim juggalos as a gang? Or
Yeah, they
something?
claimed as a gang.
That's how you get popular.
I guess they're just gross people.
Yeah, but they didn't like. There was never in the history of I've ever heard was like there's a drive-by shooting by a juggalo, or you know what I mean, like juggalo murdered for a bad drug deal gone wrong. There's no juggalos.
You know, juggalos don't like shoot at you. They're more like they're gonna shit in their hand and throw it at you.
Yeah, they're just disgusting people.
Yeah.
That's just it. But you can be that disgusting yet that peaceful.
Yeah, they fight other gangs by giving them hepatitis. That's why nobody wants to fuck with those guys.
You have to get a tetanus shot after battle.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But in another timeline, it just cause you found your fit in comedy, but you also could be touring with ICP right now. And you know
Yeah,
what
I mean,
Like,
honestly, if I was born somewhere else, if I like lived somewhere else or whatever, I'd probably be that person. I'd probably have like just this shit.
yeah.
Probably have like Junko jeans on. It's just fucking weird as fuck. Just
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
The
I'd
fact
probably,
that you made it out with no face tattoos, like,
I'm thinking about getting some.
oh dear God, what are you thinking of getting, man? I want to hear this.
I don't know, like something cool, like a star.
Like like a star for Superstar Rainbow.
Yeah, and a rainbow. No, I don't know.
Where are you gonna put the star? That's literally, by the way, a Dr. Seuss fable.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Like right over here, like a little beauty thing. Like
Yeah,
what about a
yeah.
little diamond?
I want to get a question mark here.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's those are things that I want to get.
Just question marks all over your face.
Ooh, no, it's I only get tattoos if I'm really really high and I can't smoke weed for the next 2 months. But once I'm back,
I'm gonna be your sober buddy, man. I think you should just keep the course. You think you miss weed that much?
I miss weed. I really miss weed, but I don't miss alcohol.
See, I thought it would be the opposite.
I don't miss alcohol.
Because you look like you're having more fun on alcohol.
I don't have. I fuck up on alcohol. It's the weirdest fucking thing. Like now, it's like
It's weird that you don't fuck up, because I knew you for literally the first 3 years as the second or third biggest fuck up in the scene.
Yeah, I was with my probation officer. He was like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
I follow everything and all that." And he was like, "How did you start comedy?" I was like, "I was drunk as fuck at my first open mic, and I didn't want to pay the $10 cover, and I just wanted to watch the feature show, so I signed up, and I didn't realize I knew I was next." And I had to go up drunk, and I was like, "This is kind of cool." And I thought that was the only way to do comedy is drunk. And he was like, "Get out of my office."
Yeah, man. Comedy's changed though a little bit. Like even 5-10 years ago, I think being an utter complete total degenerate fuck up was still kind of okay.
Have you watched the Comedy Store documentary on Showtime?
I saw some of it.
It's a good one. Like most of the ones that died, they were fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard Pryor smoked crack.
Well, he talks about he does like
And
10,
he
20
was
minutes on
amazing.
it. And it's hilarious.
It's amazing.
I'm glad he smoked crack just for that beautiful
I
comedy
forgot
that
who,
came
but
out
he
of
did
it.
heroin. Amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So
That's not a good example because, I'm glad Richard Pryor smoked crack because it made his comedy better. It might have made his life worse, but we're blessed with his material on it.
you know why that worked? Because if he didn't smoke crack, he would probably still be alive on the Joe Rogan Experience, talking about he used to be in his mother's womb.
No.
So crack is good at some point.
I remember swimming out of my daddy's dick.
Yeah.
Teaching myself mathematics and shit, fighting off all the other sperm. That'd be terrible. Imagine if you actually did remember that you had to remember fighting off 100 million other sperm.
That'd be fucked up. That'd be fucked up. Think about that. You just do. It's like a little video game. It's like fucking yeah. Ugh. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
And then this is always I've always wondered too, okay. When a Down syndrome kid has Down syndrome, does that mean that all the sperm were gonna do that? Or does that mean that the Down syndrome sperm beat all the other sperm?
I think about that about midgets too.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's the first part of the battle, right? You have to win. You have to win the great sperm race.
Or I think what happens is it goes in there and hits a speed bump. It just, and then the eggs just like, you know what I mean? Like the egg got a little bit scrambled, you know what I mean? Like, and then the embryo came out and you're like fucking retarded. Yeah, that's why people have sex in hot tubs and you can't come
Oh,
inside.
that must be
your kid's retarded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I think. I'm no doctor or anything. I'm no Terrence Howard, but that's just I just think that way. But midgets, I think about midget sperms.
Yeah.
Or is that sperm a little bit smaller? So it makes it.
It's like a little faster. It like sneaks.
Hey.
It sneaks between.
It just gets in
the other sperms.
Little people, I'm sorry, I'm just saying. That's
Like yours was a big old chubby sperm that was just blocking the path. It's just like slowly moving along. You were causing like a traffic jam.
Fuck no, my sperm was like disgusting. So all the other sperms were like, "Hey, whoa, let's get this guy through." hey, whoa. Well, everybody out the way. Everybody out the way. You ever seen a homeless in Chinatown? You just like walk across the street from? That's my sperm.
Well, here's the thing though. Like my girlfriend actually talked about this. Is that like what we think of today as like genetic, whatever, like mistakes or whatever, it's only because we think of it that way. You know what I mean? Like there's a future where like being a midget, being a little person is like desired. You know what I mean? Because like it's like beauty standards are all like they change all the time. Right? If you were back in the 1600s, people think you're a rich lord, right?
Yeah. Or a third world country.
No, there were no fat poor people. Sorry. You're not even that poor, but like.
No, if I go to a third world country right now.
Yeah,
and then if I bring them back, they're gonna realize, oh, Americans are not like that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But that's chicken change, is what I'm saying. You never know, like what, like I imagine a future where like everybody. It's like South Korea, everybody's getting the same plastic surgery, right? So everybody looks the same. So the person that's going to be like exotic is going to be that Down syndrome kid.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's all just changing beauty standards, you know? Because like here's the thing, if we're probably going to have to cut this out. Here's the thing, if like the reason we feel bad for Down syndrome people is not because of their intelligence, which can be completely normal, by the way. They're intelligent Down syndrome people. There are, right? It's not a sentence to have like mental slowness, right? We're not sad. We're sorry for them for that. We're sorry for them for how they come out looking like Down syndrome people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like if the main thing that Down syndrome made you do is come out attractive. Like if you're gonna have 23 chromosomes, but like your kid is gonna come out a solid 8 to 9. Would anybody even care?
That's,
I mean, like if that was the thing.
I believe those are the Kardashians.
Exactly, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
People are like, oh look, another super hot dumb person. How about that? I wish I was that.
All right, I think that's time.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock.
We did a whole hour just then.
We had 55 minutes.
55. Wow, that went faster than I thought.
Yeah, I know.
I think we have some keepable stuff in there.
Oh yeah.
I almost want to do like the Down syndrome thing didn't come out as well as I thought, but it's fine. The other stuff.
What do you think about Down syndrome and midgets? Let's write in the comments below. This has been Mike Rayo. It's been the Slopcast. This is Joe Cobb.
This has been Joel Cobb, and hopefully we're not canceled. I don't know.
All right.